Destiny, destiny, destiny. Wherefore art thou, Destiny? In this video, I'm going to discuss my thoughts and opinions on the state of Destiny as this year comes to a close.
Together as one. I love it. Gains the lead.
Alright, let's get into it. We are currently in the Season of Dawn, or Season 9 if you're counting. Before someone says it in the comment section, I want to make this very clear. I thoroughly enjoy Destiny, and I've enjoyed it since Destiny 1. I am, however, not a blindly loyal sycophant, or to use the more popular term, fanboy. I enjoy many different games for many reasons, just like Destiny. I will, however, call them out on their bull if and when it happens. Emphasis on when. Now, Destiny has gotten a lot of things wrong, but they have also gotten things right. No game is perfect, and I am not requiring perfection. I would, however, hope for a better state of Destiny at this point of the year. While we all wind down the year and gear up for the new year, the new hopes, dreams, and aspirations, we are currently saddled with mediocrity, apathy, and reskins. Why is that? What are the underlying conditions that have led us to the state we currently find ourselves in? It has been almost a year since Bungie announced its split from Activision. Can you believe it? Almost 1 year. It has, however, been 2 years since XPgate, Bungie's XP throttling fiasco. Do you remember that? Or have you been lulled into a sense of contentment? I originally stopped playing Destiny 2 after I learned that the hard hours and grind I was putting into the game was being subverted by Bungie and Activision. Since they were partnered, they get blame also. I took just about 1 year off. I was kept up to date by friends that were still playing and suffering under the yoke of Activision Bungie and its corporate practices. Eventually, I was lured back to the game not just because Bungie came clean on the throttling, but by my love of the game. I miss playing the game with friends and the bonds that were formed because of it. I was, however, and still remain, leery of gaming publishers and developers. I understand that it's a business and they're here to make money, and that's fine. That experience has caused me to look deeper at games, not just with fans' eyes. The goggles are off and we've seen through the other side of the looking glass. There are plenty of topics to discuss, but Destiny is the one I want to focus a bit more on, especially the XP grind and the time spent and content. I went back to come forward. Bungie has split from Activision, but the practice of XP throttling remains. They've done a surreptitious job of sweetening it and putting it in a pretty bow, but it remains just the same. There has been, and most likely will forever be, a divide over the balance of the overall game. Not weapons, but the game itself. Time spent versus gain and reward for same. Bungie has added more and different content to Destiny 2. At least that's what it looks like on the outside. But dig a bit deeper. While we have more things to do technically and the ability to, as Bungie puts it, play the game the way we want to play, do we really? Bungie has introduced the seasonal artifact and timeline to the mix. With each new season, we have to rank up the artifact to level 20 and complete the level 100 timeline to reach the maximum point. We have the option to just loll about and play the game loosely and join public events. We can have a devil-may-care attitude about it and just play on our merry way. While there are many ways to play games from casual to hardcore, if you want to get either the artifact or timeline completed, you are going to have to grind. If you don't pay attention to your progress, then you're going to find yourself in a predicament at season's end. Why, say you? And how does this tie into the rest of this video? The amount of time it takes to level is enormous. What you get from bounties, of which there are aplenty, is akin to filling up an eyedropper and running back and forth from your kitchen sink to your backyard and trying to fill your kiddie pool before summer is over. We can't use the hose out back because Bungie is already hosing us. You have to collect various bounties from the vendor or NPC of your choice. Then you have to run around the galaxy completing mundane, repetitive, get 15 or 20 kills in one life with XYZ weapon. Get XYZ percentage of kills with XYZ weapon to complete this bounty. Kill so many Cabal, Vex, Hive, Forsaken, etc., etc. You get where I'm going with this. This is where Bungie is feeding us mini stew that Sweet Dave loved so much. We are being experience throttled. Bungie is giving us what we want, right? So much content that we are choking on it. So much to do, so much choice, so many ways to play. But you haven't realized that with so much content, there is so little return for your time. Why? Because you are too busy grinding out those bounties and pinnacles before reset. You're trying to maximize the very things that are giving you so little in the grand scheme. People are starting to wake to this fact, and as I did for a year, they are putting the game down. Bungie has a problem. I can chalk the throttling up to corporate greed from Activision and its monetization model to get people to make in-game purchases. Again, it's about the money. Since the split, Bungie now has to foot the bills by themselves. They have chosen to self-publish, to put all their eggs under one roof, and it's starting to crack under the weight of it all. In order to pump out content for Destiny lovers to consume, their development team has been pushed and pushed. Now, Bungie seems like a cool place to work. After all, you get to develop and play games, right? They seem to care about their employees. They seem to care about their employees' well-being and mental health. So how do they balance that with our vociferous gaming appetite for new and more involved content? With XP, of course. Bungie has less resources to pull from in order to create their content. In order to keep up with the demand, they push out repetitive, reskinned content with minimal changes to mechanics and overtly obvious sameness. This content is then stretched out by throttling the XP gained for completing events, bounties, etc. Some bounties will give you more XP than others, and you can gain even more XP, more bonus XP, by teaming up with someone and utilizing shared wisdom. It still is a drop in the kiddie pool overall. The longer it takes for players to gain XP to rank up, the longer Bungie has to make content. While this is not as egregious as XP throttling to sway in-game purchases, it's still throttling. In part, this may be why it takes Bungie so long now to respond to balance requests, game variety, playlist choices, you name it. They are running lean. Each new season will include an artifact and timeline to grind, cut and paste, throw in some less than effective mods, and there you have it. Last season's mods were far better than what we have received this season. Destiny 3 needs to be better than what we currently have in many ways. Bungie needs to expand to meet the need, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If they don't, the very audience they are trying to cater to may well fade away under the weight of the grind. We've all seen the reduction of numbers of participating players across the board for this game. All one has to do is check Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, any of the social media where players gather, and you can see the growing numbers of complaints and frustrations with how hard it is to grind in this game currently as it's set up. This game has become far more of a job. If you miss a day, you are behind the 8 ball. I haven't even gotten started on trying to level 2 other characters. Now mind you, I really like this game. But I am already in a committed relationship. And sometimes I feel like I'm cheating on her with Destiny, as it requires as much time, if not more, as a side chick. I'm being humorous, but you get my point. That being said, I mean, they have us baking cookies and cakes now. Martha Stewart would be proud, and that's a good thing. If you get that joke, you're really good. Thank you for your time, and please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions on what I've just discussed with you. And I hope everyone has a safe and happy and very prosperous new year coming ahead. Thanks again. Have a great day.
can't kill if they're dead. You've gained the lead.